The Father, Mother, Child. This child could be the Holy Spirit, if you want to refer to it as that. But that 20 is this. So the heart of power comes from the God within you. The Father, Mother, Child, Holy Spirit, God, Goddess within you. Okay. So we have it. We already have it to use. We don't have to get it. We don't have to go to some seminar and listen to some man talk to get it, or to read a book and get it. Now, I love seminars, and certainly I love books, but I'm telling you, you are walking with every single solitary thing that you could possibly need to live your life to the fullest inside of you. When you were born, it's inside of you, and it will carry you all the days of your life. If you enjoy going to seminars and reading books and that sort of thing, then do that, because you do. But don't think that it's going to increase any power you have. The only thing that you can get is awareness of the power you possess. Okay, we got a 16 here. So we got a 16, that's a 39. That makes a 57. Wow. Make sure 1623 is 39, and 89, yep, 57. That is going to make a 77, Mitzi. Power is a double 7. Double 7 power. Double 7. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. You don't have to study numerology to know this. Even every Christian knows that 7 is God's number. Everybody knows that. Okay? So, power, the hidden meaning of power is double 7. So, why would anybody be moaning and groaning about the inability to be able to deal with whatever situation you're having to face? The only way that you wouldn't be able to deal with whatever situation that you had to face is because you are lying and you are holding on to secrets that are destroying you. Secrets that are destroying you, and or you're making factions or pacts or preferences. Now let me go over those a minute. All right, here, meaning this. Okay, you're telling yourself, well, if I do, this is a lie. This is a real good lie. Some people do. Well, if I do this, then I will be able to get that. No, that's not true. If you'll do this, you're going to get the result of this. You're not going to get that. Secrets that are destroying you, and or making factions and pacts. You know how sometimes when you get caught in a real hard place and you say, God, if you let me live, I promise you I won't ever drink again or smoke a cigarette, or, well, they are factions. And you can't have those either. Factions, pacts, preferences, and secrets, and lies all feed the boogeyman who lives back here and distorts your world. Causes you to be insecure and jealous and grievous and greedy and feel bad about your body, think that you're not smart enough, pretty enough, fast enough, and then you resent. You resent those ideas because you start saying, that's not true. That's really not true. And if it is true, why did I have to be born like that? Well, you were born like that because you got your magical journey too, to learn what you need to learn. All right, let's see what we're going to pull out of here that goes with that. Well, too, I haven't done this in a while. Let me just pull a tarot card. beautiful tarot card. These little cards that have artistic images on them. They do not contain any power. We've already established where the power is. Comes from God and it's inside of you. Ever how you determine what God is. But these cards certainly do not hold any power. And I just dropped 3 of them. Put them back in there. All right, let's see what we're going to do. What we're going to pull out of this thing after I go through this little ritual. I like this ritual. 1, 2, you cut them with your left hand to the left. 1, and you count aloud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What number did you hear more, Missy? 6. Oh, Mitzi heard 6, I heard 5. What did you hear? Then you come back and you cut them in 3 piles. See, the thing is, there's no right answer. The 6 pertains to Mitzi, the 5 pertains to me. And we are talking about the 3 of Wands. And 3 of Wands. Can you draw it in? Which one? On these particular cards. What is the name of these cards anyway? The Cosmic Tarot is the name of this card. Oh, right there? Ah, okay. Can you see? Ah. Anyway, you see this woman. She has 3 wands. And she's down. And she's got lotus flowers all around her. And she's in a state of honoring and praising the God. So let's see. What did I want to do? I'm going to come over here. What is it? 3 of Wands. I'm going to take this particular man's book. He's David Croftchild. He has studied Kabbalah and practiced the Tarot for more than 30 years. He began his study of the Torah at some type of institute in New York and lived for 10 years in Zifat, Israel, the city where the Kabbalah was received, 500 years ago. He now lives in Northern California. Anyway, that's a little bit about that artist, but we're artist and author. We're going to see what he says, because I like to tie everything together based on, I could have pulled another book, I might. Which one was it? 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands. You following everything that we're saying? Okay. The 3 of Wands depicts 3 staffs planted at the end of a long journey. Long journey. I saw a movie the other night. I'm going to write that up there. I think that's relevant too. It's that new movie with Meryl Streep, some kind of county. Anyway, she's up for a lot of awards. And when this movie opens up, her husband says this. I thought that was very relevant. Life is long. Okay? T.S. Eliot. All right? Life is long. He's the one that said it. But right here, where are we going to? 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands depicts 3 staffs planted at the end of a long journey. The man looks out and sees 3 boats sailing on luminous water. In the far distance lies the beginning of another land. Okay, so far, the 3 of Wands depict, let me look over here, because he's standing there with 3 wands planted in the ground. And they're back of him, and there's some boats sailing on the water. In the far distance lies the beginning of another land. This card is often drawn by people in new relationships or people with far-reaching goals. Now, which one does that pertain to you? Do you have far-reaching goals that you are dealing with today? this moment, whatever time it is? Or are you in a new relationship? The process of knowing one another is part of every relationship. How do you know that you know? The answer in this card is this. After a long while, you might see a little bit of the other. It is that little glimpse into the other soul that draws us into relationship. It is the experience of knowing one another that gives life its meaning. The act of knowing that we experience in personal relationships what we can extrapolate into the world. However we act in relationships should be equal to how we treat everyone in life. If it is different, there's something wrong. Once you know that the thing you have been searching for truly exists, the search becomes easier. All that divides the two land masses is the sea, the ocean of life. Once we have seen our objective, reaching it is just another matter of navigating through life's little surprises. Life is long. The journey is long, filled with all types of lying and secrets that are destroying you as you make factions and preferences along this journey. But there's no need to try to create a special outcome. That is not forthcoming. Now, the boogeyman that's in the back of your head is going to take all of your energy, 100% of it, especially in relationships, and try to have you create all of this to get this. But that's the thing that's not coming. That's not coming. And with my next pulling of the card, I'll tell you what is coming. Which one? What do I want to do? Do I want to? Let me see. Have I done my picture in this one or not? Okay. I'll just write it up here, what it is. See, you have an idea of what you want, but your idea stands in between that which it really is that you're going to get. When you first encountered this person and you met and you created a relationship, you formed sometime during that time when you were giving yourself away, this memory. It became a memory. The moment that you thought, okay, he or she is the guy or girl I want, and here's what I need to do in order to make sure that happens. So that thought at that moment was clear, intentful, determined, manipulative, and all those things, but it was for that moment. The moment after that, it became a memory. It's a memory. You're just repeating the memory. And here's what this says. I think we're talking about lies and secrets, aren't we? Your memory is way too distorted to recall any element of truth. Now, we started this show about secrets, didn't we? That we've been carrying all our lives that make us sick. We also determined that these secrets are lies. that destroy us. Well, this secret that needs to be resolved, the memory of it, the memory of that secret is way too distorted to recall any element of truth. When you start to convey, if you wanted today, well, I need to, really get rid of that secret and go ahead and make things right, because, I don't want to keep on carrying this, because I realize that it hurts me, and if I'm ever going to have any sense of peace or well-being or interact with others and they not feel my anger and my rage, even though I know that it's there, I don't know how to get rid of it. So what do? I need to dispose of this secret. You need to accept that everything that has happened in your life is exactly and precisely as it has been, and no longer cling to the idea that you have been ripped off, that you didn't get what you were supposed to get, and that something happened to you that in some way harmed you. Truth hurts, but it never injures. Truth hurts when you're confronted with it. But what happens is when you're dealing with something that seems superficial, it doesn't seem superficial to you. There's so much more that's buried under with those lies and those secrets. And your memory of it is so distorted. You couldn't possibly begin to tell the story with any degree of truth, because so much time has passed, and you have either exaggerated it, and I'm talking about, it could be something terrible or it could be something that is wonderful, but nothing is either way in that sense of the word. Secrets. You're aware of these secrets. But what I'm going to tell you to do, this is just an exercise. This is really just an exercise. You can try it if you want to, and you don't have to try it, because I'm not here in any way. I thought today, this is the first time I said I'd like to teach something. I would like to know what teach is. What am I going to teach? I'm not going to teach a thing.